Welcome back. I am very comfortable with Warhammer lore, but very new to the painting and the playing side of things. I have a few games under my belt now. My army is coming along quite nicely. As far as like put the paint on and hope for the best goes, it's coming along nicely. But in this corner of the internet, I will not be presenting you with aesthetically pleasing setups or the whole vibe of like, oh no, I can't paint, but if you buy these specific items from these specific brands through this specific affiliate link, then you're going to paint like a boss. No. Some of us are just out here painting, trying to survive and hoping that with the right lighting and one eye closed, it looks good. If that's you, then hi, we can be friends. Anyway, I'm going to share with you the things I wish I knew before learning to play and failing to paint Warhammer 40k. So let's go. Welcome to the Grimdark. If you've ever stared into the eyes of tiny plastic warriors and thought, yeah, this is a bit of me, then congratulations, you're Warhammer curious. Welcome to the hobby where the future is grim, the paint pots are tiny, and the fun is to be had. Anyway, step one, the lore. You don't need to know every detail right away, unless you are that person that likes memorizing thousands of years of space history on day one. Power to you. But it does help to get a general vibe of what's going on. So the lore behind Warhammer, it's the backbone, and it can look intimidating, but to present it to you in a way that it's not, it kind of looks like this. There are three big groups in this galaxy-spanning brawl that is Warhammer 40k. Group number one, the Imperium. Basically this space fascist, humans just trying not to die. Their solution to everything is more guns. Chaos, number two. Cultists, demons, evil gods, all one screaming fit away from a metal album cover. Oh my god, don't... Metal album cover. Three. Xenos, aliens, all kinds. Some are bugs. Some are elves in space. Some just really hate humans. Pick your flavour. Do you want space knights with daddy issues? Do you want screaming warp beasts that worship the god of excess? Or just orcs who believe that some things work because they just think they do? There's something for everyone. Step two, factions. Think Hogwarts houses, but with chainswords. Wow, Harry Potter's interesting now, right? Sorry to anyone that likes Harry Potter. Why are you here? Anyway, once you know your side, Imperium, Chaos or Xenos, remember those three, pick a faction. A smaller group within, it's got its own story, its own rules, its own aesthetic. There are over like 24, so don't stress about getting it perfect on your first try. Go to Google, take a quiz, stalk Reddit, look at my channel. Or just choose the ones that you think look the coolest. This is your hobby. Do it your way. Don't let that random person on the internet like this guy tell you that you're doing it wrong. We don't like guys like this, but they are amusing. So here's a hint. If you want structure, stoic heroes, try Space Marines. If you want comedy, chaos, painting, freedom, orcs are probably the ones to go with. If you like really confusing tech jargon and robot priests, Adeptus Mechanicus might be your vibe. Step three. I don't know why. Come on. Pick number three, my lord. Pick number three, my lord. Please tell me you got the reference. Budgeting, because it can get expensive. So I guess this is like how to spend a little and have fun while spending little. Warhammer, it's a premium hobby. You can spend the equivalent of a car payment on it. But should you? Not unless that car is going to turn into a Night Titan. Start small. The basic starter set, combat patrols. They're a great place to begin. I've talked about it in other videos. Go watch them. A couple of paints, 1 or 2 brushes. Yes, I said it. I said 1 or 2 brushes, and I stand by that. A good codex, which we'll get, I'm going to go into in more detail in a minute. Then just like use and abuse online resources, guides, tutorials, community forums. Definitely check eBay like I did for cheaper models. Sometimes they're even pre-built, which can be good, or for me, they were pre-built by a blind child, and now I have even more work to do. But anyway, I digress. Step 4, the painting process. This is like where your sanity goes to die, but in a good way. Painting minis, it can feel like meditation. Zen. Or punishment. Or maybe both. But hey, whatever you're into, no judgment. Here's the golden rule. Thin your paints. Say it with me. Thin your paints. Thin your paints. Tattoo it on your arm. Write it on your fridge. If your paint is thicker than a milkshake, your mini is going to look like it's melting. What was it that Olaf said? Some people are worth melting for.
Some people are worth melting for.
Not this time, Olaf. He's clearly never played Warhammer. Boycott Disney. Do it now. Not because of Star Wars, but because of Olaf. Anyway, too thin, it's coloured water. The sweet spot is just, if we're going down the milkshake, milky milk route, don't know where I'm going with this, somewhere between almond milk and soup. Anyway, you don't have to paint like a really good painter, like Michelangelo. He's the only painter I could think of. He's the only one I know. Well, I don't know him. I can't ring him. I digress. Trying to find painting advice and not feeling like you are terrible is becoming a needle in a haystack. Because I don't know about you, but I look for painting tips and tutorials and I'm met with these immaculate paint jobs and mine never looks the same and then I feel like I'm really bad. You just need a bit of patience and enough courage to just forgive yourself for painting faces like they've been hit by Negan, wielding Lucille whilst intoxicated and blindfolded. Yeah. Step 5, rules. Yes. Stress? No. Look, rule books, they're big boys, like doorstop thick big boys. Every faction has its own set of rules. You do not need to know them all straight away. I say this with experience because I'm learning as we speak. Play a couple of trial games, grab yourself a patient friend. I have 2 friends. They both have patience for me. But get them to run through the ropes with you or just make it up. Play with gummy bears instead of minis. No one's stopping you. And you get to eat them. The gummy bears, not the minis. I don't recommend eating minis. Not that I've tried. I'm thinking. I haven't tried. I don't know where I'm going. Anyway, step 6, your codex. You need it. No, you can't eat it. You're probably not even going to read it. Look, like Bruce says in Finding Nemo, codices are friends, not food.
Fish are friends, not food.
Look, your faction's codex is like your sacred rulebook. It's going to tell you what your army does, how it fights, which weapons go pew pew versus bam bam. Even if you're just here to paint, it's helpful for the lore, for the colours, for the insignia, for pretty pictures. Grab the code at the back, bang it in the Warhammer app if you're playing, and you'll never need that book again. But it just looks nice. Step, what are we on? 7? I think it's 7. The community. Make friends, not war, but do make war. Make friends whilst warring. Warring friends. Look, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot play Warhammer solo forever. Eventually, you're going to need another human being to throw dice at. And the good news is the community is usually, super friendly, especially to newcomers. You're going to meet people who will lend you models, teach you strategies, probably give you a long monologue about the Horus Heresy, whether you like it or not. But find yourself a local group, join a Discord, stalk the Warhammer subreddit, jump in my comment section. We are out here. We want to befriend you. We want to help. We want friends. Please be my friend. Just join us. Step 8 comes after 7. Just don't stress. Don't stress about it having to look right. You do not need the perfect setup. Your table can be your kitchen counter. Your terrain can be cardboard boxes. Christ, I paint on my living room floor. Your Space Marine can even wield 2 knives if you want him to, and you can name him Edward Knife Hands. But you know what? He's beautiful. Let him live. For casual games, anything goes. As long as you're having fun, you're doing it right. Step 9, welcome the mistakes. Everyone messes up. Veterans, newcomers, that guy who accidentally superglued the miniature to his body. I will say no more. There are entire communities online dedicated to Warhammer fails. It makes you feel so much better. It's all part of the fun. Just keep practicing, keep laughing, keep painting, keep crying yourself to sleep if you need to. But your first model will look bad. Your 10th will be better. Your 50th, you'll be flexing on Instagram or YouTube, like me, thinking you're doing it well, even though you're not, but you're surrounded by friends. Look, it's a game. Just don't forget that part. You're not going to master Warhammer in a week or a month, maybe even a year, and that is okay. You're not here to be perfect. All of those people out there, and they are out there, who pretend to be, they're not. And if you're watching this thinking you're perfect, you're not perfect, okay? Look, you're here to have a good time, and so are we. This is the best community of nerds on the internet, and we're not perfect, but that's what makes us the best. I'm sounding like a fortune cookie now, but look, just start where it feels fun. Play a game with proxy models. Paint one single orc if you want to. Read a short story about psychic space frogs. Yes, they are real. And remember, there's just no wrong way to Warhammer. Only your way. And if your way involves naming your army after memes and painting Edward Knife Hands pink, then may the Emperor's light guide you. Joking aside, this hobby, it has room for you exactly as you are. Start small, learn as you go, ask loads of questions, and more importantly, just have fun. Your Space Marines don't care if you painted their helmets upside down. They're just happy to be here. And also remember, if anyone tells you there's only one right way to do Warhammer, just smile, just nod, and let Edward Knife Hands handle it. But if you have some friendly advice, just please leave a comment, because someone later down the line, they might dig out this video in the YouTube archive and really appreciate it. Or if you're new and you'd just like to meet some like-minded individuals that are not going to judge you, come and say hi to us in the comments. As always, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for being here. I only implore you one time to do all those things you need to do to support my tiny channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.